court is now in session to modify the current custody arrangement for the children of Mallory and Trevor. As the mother is the petitioner, we will allow her to begin. Thank you, Your Honor. My client is seeking to limit the father's visitation to supervised visits at the Family Visitation Center. My client has serious and well-documented concerns about the safety of the children in the father's care. I see that currently the father has supervised visitations with his mother as the supervisor. Why do you feel as though these visits need to be moved to the visitation center? Under the supervision of the paternal grandmother, the children's father has attempted to choke one child and left bruises on the arms on the oldest. He has failed to give necessary medication to the eldest son, and he has openly attempted to alienate the children from their mother. The father has made no attempt to be a safe and stable parental figure, and only focuses on harassing my client through the children. These are serious accusations. What evidence do you have of these claims? Your Honor, I have submitted my client's entire text history with the father since the last hearing, the clear evidence of attempted coaching of the children, the constant threats of blackmail and taking the children. I have submitted multiple public Facebook posts from the father's page where he blatantly states that he will not give his eldest the daily medication he needs, and refuses to acknowledge any diagnoses. I have submitted photographic evidence of the cuts and bruises left of the middle son just last year from the father beating him with a belt, and how the system failed these children by ignoring the evidence of he and forcing them back with their father. And I have submitted the bruising caused by the father on the two oldest children just this month, as well as the police report and documentation from the pediatrician. Was this most recent incident reported to CPS? Yes, it was. The mother called the 24/7 hotline the night that the children came home when she saw the bruising. It was also reported by the school. When the middle child confided in his teacher that his father attempted to choke him over the weekend. The caseworker in charge of the investigation, Hector Blank, is also present today to testify to his findings during both home inspections and interviews. I would very much like to hear from him. Before we start all of that, Your Honor, I would like to request a continuance so that I may find proper legal representation. My family is finally able to help me with a retainer fee so that I can have a fair hearing. You have had years to obtain an attorney. Your request is denied. Counselor, please call forward Hector Blank to testify. My name is Hector Blank. I am a caseworker for CPS. I was assigned this case to investigate the reports of suspected abductions on the children of Mallory and Trevor. I first went to the mother's residence. The home was clean and orderly. The mother was not surprised that CPS was involved. She was eager to cooperate and freely gave information to verify that she was not present with the children when the incident occurred. The mother informed me of concerns she had regarding the father. She informed me of the previous CPS case that there is no record of in their file. I found nothing to suggest that the mother is abusive or neglectful towards the children. Next, I contacted the correct department that serves the location of where the father resides to conduct their investigation and interview. I received word that they were unable to conduct an interview or investigation. When the caseworker arrived at the residence of the father became very belligerent and combative. He told the caseworker to leave before he could blow them away. He refused any type of interview. Looking at what evidence we have been able to gather, it is my opinion that the father is an immediate danger to the safety and welfare of the children. And I am hesitant to even suggest supervised visits at the Family Visitation Center. At this time, it is my professional suggestion to move the father's visits to the visitation center until CPS is able to thoroughly investigate and conclude their investigation. If it is concluded that the father presents no danger, visits can always be re-established. The safety of the children is of the utmost importance, and it is best to err on the side of caution until a thorough investigation is able to be conducted. Sir, can you explain any of this? I would love to hear what you have to say. To start, I would once again like to request at least 90 days as a continuance. I reside out of state. And the notice between being served for this hearing and the date of the hearing made it impossible to obtain any real representation or even prepare myself. You must take into consideration the distance I have to travel and the emotional state that I am in over my children once again being kidnapped away from me by their mother, and the demand of a monthly ransom to even see them. It also must be acknowledged that gainful employment for someone in my tax bracket is difficult to obtain due to the crushing growth of the welfare state that consists of single mothers and their food stamps. Your request for a continuance has already been denied. Is there anything you would like to present for your case? Your Honor, with all due respect, but the court you reside over is one of the largest contributors to the welfare state due to all the free perks you grant women after they are divorced. As far as I am concerned, I am nothing more than a walking ATM to the plaintiff. And you allow this. Will you enjoy placing my sons in jail when they grow up and realize that they are larger and physically stronger than their mother, and she can only control them with excessive prescription Dr. Zero G's? And what will happen when they come to understand what you and I already know? That our dying and decaying society will inevitably become Muslim because they are the only ones having children, as the divorce rate among good God-fearing men like myself prevent passing down any wealth. I will allow this to continue because you are only sealing your own verdict at this point. Because you allow the wealth to go to the welfare state and single mothers first. And when eventually my children's minds and bodies are destroyed due to excessive prescription Dr. Zero grams usage, they will turn to street Dr. Zero G's. And the only person to blame besides their mother will be you. Because you allowed me to be kept from them. All of this could be avoided with a strong father figure in their lives to let them know they don't need the Dr. OGS and to keep their minds and bodies active, and instill values such as leadership, discipline, and loyalty in them. Please enjoy the next 100 years. When this country becomes a Muslim state, enjoy watching the young men be slain in the streets and the women become war trophies. All because you want to appease the single mothers too lazy to survive without a government handout. Okay, now that we have that speech on the record, I have heard enough. I am honestly amazed that this has been allowed to go on as long as it has. The court's rule to grant the mother full legal and physical custody of the 3 children, due to the documented cases of abuse and suspected medical neglect. The courts also grant the mother and children a 2-year protection order against the father. The father may see and speak to the children only through the supervision center. The father is solely responsible for the cost of the visits. Sir, I must warn you. If you even so much as look in their direction the wrong way, you will find yourself in jail quickly. You are clearly a danger to yourself and others. I highly suggest intensive therapy if you ever wish to have normal contact with your children again. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't need some psycho watching me with my kids. Then you will not see them. Court is now dismissed. All 3 boys are doing well. They are happy, healthy, and thriving without the constant abuse in their lives from their father. Mallory began working for the school system, and is very happy as well. She has not been contacted by Trevor's family in years. Trevor is not happy or doing well. Trevor never once signed up for visits at the visitation center. After the final court date, he went silent and made no attempt to contact Mallory. 1 year later, he was arrested on multiple charges. He will be incarcerated for a very long time. Thank you so much to Mallory for sharing her story with us. I cannot imagine facing what you have faced. And you truly are a hero to your children for saving them from that type of toxic Abu Dhabi. You are an amazing mother.